Good evening, everyone. It is Sunday, April 12th, Easter Sunday. We will go ahead and jump right into our update this evening. We start off with an update in cases. We are currently at 19,895 cases with 461 deaths. 323 cases in Osceola County and 949 cases in Orange County. So unfortunately, while we did see a slightly lower than normal increase, we are still up significantly over the previous day, and not anticipating a significant slowdown for some time. But somehow, some way, we managed to have a beautiful Easter Sunday here at Windsor. I myself enjoyed it very much despite being away from my family. My Windsor family did a fantastic job stepping in and making me feel at home. And I hope that we did the same for many residents who are accustomed to spending today with your friends and family. I hope that your Windsor staff made you feel positive and happy and a little bit renewed today. And we saw lots of smiles. We ate some amazing had an amazing Easter lunch prepared by Chef Jorge and his team, delivered by Shelby and her amazing team. Just absolutely delicious, accompanied by a mimosa and Bloody Mary cart, driven by Kelly, and then delicious spread of desserts from Charlie's Bakery in Orlando. So I don't think anyone went hungry at lunchtime. That would be my guess. I sure didn't. But it was a beautiful day. We even capped the day off with a trip around the community with the Easter Bunny, giving out delicious chocolate bunnies and chocolate crosses that were donated to Windsor by Corpus Christi Church. And then we, of course, had beautiful little Easter bags, and they were provided by Pastor Ken and his lovely wife Carol of Celebrate Seniors, and then of course just some other goodies, and lastly letters and drawings from just a number of amazing families and children from Celebration and beyond. I know at least as far as South Jersey, where my mother-in-law lives, with my nieces and nephews. They sent a number of things our way as well. Hopefully those brightened your day. Everybody got to open a little mail or hang a little art up, and I know those things made me smile when I was looking through it. So I hope they had the same effect for you. So really just a lovely Easter Sunday. The Andre Bocelli concert was live streamed at 1 o'clock. I know a lot of people enjoyed that. It was a pretty darn good day, all things considered. And I hope next year, our Easter, we are all back together again. But hey, not too shabby for a pandemic, I must say. Okay, so we're gonna jump to the next topic. We have at 12:01 Monday morning tomorrow, so midnight tonight, starts the Osceola County requirement for face coverings when in public. There are a few exemptions, like if you're out exercising or you're on your own property, you're not having interaction with other people, more than 6 feet apart, things like that. You don't necessarily have to be wearing the face covering, but certainly anytime you leave Windsor property, you are going to need to be wearing some type of cloth face covering that covers your nose and your mouth. So as we mentioned, tomorrow we are going to be giving out bandanas. I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring them to you because we don't want residents coming down to the front desk more than one at a time, and so this is probably the best bet in terms of distributing them, just so residents can sign off that they got them, and we don't have residents kind of showing up at the same time, and then we have to worry about distancing, etc. I think this is just a safer way to do it. So tomorrow between 10 and 4, someone will pop by your apartment and drop off a bandana for you one bandana per person. So if you have a spouse with you in your apartment, they will get one as well. And if for some reason you're not in your apartment when we stop by, we will give you a call and schedule a drop off as well. So don't worry about that. And when we drop it off, we will show everybody how best to wear it. Okay. Let's see what else I have here. We just want to remind, today was a crazy day with Easter and it was wonderful and amazing, but it was busy. And we had a lot of special requests come in this morning, 4, 5, and 6, from some individual families, wanting to FaceTime. Is now a good time? Well, the reason we asked, particularly for assisted living and even independent living, if you want to FaceTime with family members, etc., we just ask for you to schedule those 24 hours in advance with us. Because obviously we have 130, 140 residents and not 130 or 140 staff members. So it is a little bit hard for us when we get multiple requests for the same period, etc., to make those things happen for you. So please, 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 short of an emergency, please help us by scheduling those 24 hours in advance. Of course, memory care families, you have your open call days where staff are dedicated to doing that. But in assisted living and independent living, we do schedule those calls. And as long as you do it 24 hours in advance, we can pretty much meet any request. But we need to know 24 hours in advance. Getting 4, 5, 6, 7 this morning, it was challenging to make all of those happen. And I don't know that we were able to make all of those happen with all of the things going on in the community today. So please help us by doing that. And again, we really want to be able to achieve all of the special, to make good on all the special requests and deliver those services to the residents, etc. But just as a reminder, again, we have 130 or so residents in the community. If we're getting, 3, 4 special requests sometimes per day for multiple residents, you can imagine that does add up. So I know it's hard, but we just want to be mindful that there are a lot of residents and we want to be able to meet all of their individual needs. So we just ask that you're mindful of that as you're sending those special requests on a daily or more often than daily basis. Okay, let me see what else we have here. Let's see. We unfortunately today did have an incident where we had a resident in another resident's apartment, and while fraternization usually, and this wasn't fraternization, that's probably not the right word, but while visiting neighbors is usually very encouraged, during this specific time, it is highly discouraged. So I just want to remind everyone, as we're now, oh my gosh, we're about 30 days into this, those things that we talked about so frequently at the beginning are still very much in play. Not visiting each other's apartments, making sure that we're at least 6 feet apart at all times. All of those things continue to be critical in our success and mitigation of this COVID-19 situation, particularly as it pertains to Windsor. So I know sometimes we're tempted, we just want to see friends, gosh, especially on a holiday. I really get it. But again, please be mindful, and most people are staying at the community, haven't been out of the community, and some people in 30 plus days, but there are others, again, that are going out for appointments that are required, whether, it's a chemotherapy situation or an eye injection or a severe, emergency dental appointment, a wound appointment, whatever it is, it's critical and they need to get to it. But that means those individuals are out and still engaging with the public and then coming back to the community. So we need to be very mindful that we're not potentially putting others at risk for infection. And again, what's supposed to be happening per the wellness program policy that's been in the notes is if you are a new move-in or you've been out of the community for any medical appointments, etc., meaning off campus, not outside, but off campus, interacting with the public in any way, really supposed to be maintaining a 14-day quarantine, okay, where you're not interacting with any others, even at a 6-foot distance. okay, because of that increased risk for the spread of infection. So please be mindful of that. But again, it's very important as we continue to fight the good fight against COVID-19. And so far we're winning. And I like to win, especially this battle. So please be mindful of that. All right. Lastly, tonight, we had 2 birthdays today, or have 2 birthdays today. The first, which is a wonderful, wonderful birthday, is for the lovely Carolyn Waldbeezer. Had a birthday today. So happy birthday, Carolyn, from all your friends and family at Windsor. We adore you and just think you are an amazing part of our community. You make so many contributions to your fellow residents, the staff, and so on and so forth. We're so glad you're here. So we hope you had a great day. Now, not to show Carolyn up, but we also had a pretty darn special day over in the Avenue neighborhood of Memory Care today, where the lovely and delightful and unforgettable Marie Fazek turned 100 years old. Marie Fazek returned 100 years old today, and it was amazing and beautiful and just a great day for Marie and her son Bob and daughter-in-law Susan. Got to see her and sing happy birthday on FaceTime and enjoy beautiful balloons and cake, and sang her favorite song, God Bless America, and listened to big band music and had delicious cupcakes. And what an amazing accomplishment by Marie. And we are so thankful that we got to share it with her. And obviously, I'm sure it is not the 100th birthday that anyone imagined, but when I took the time today, sat and reflected on what's happened in 100 years as a woman, to see, this woman has been alive for 100 years, and the things that she's seen, the things that I take for granted, it is just amazing. So happy birthday, Marie. We adore you and are so happy we were able to share in your special day. And on that note, that is going to wrap us up for this evening's update. Happy Easter. Enjoy the rest of the day. I think it was a good one. So until tomorrow, have a wonderful evening.